just the top 75 or 100 players on tour. It's another 100 or so, if not 200 players in the PBA that look forward to bowling this event, as well as a bunch of the top amateurs around the country, for that matter now, around the world. It's 10 or 15 games of qualifying, and then they cut to the top 63 plus the defending champion. Once you make the finals, God knows you don't have to lead this tournament to win it. All you have to do is oust your opponent for a 3-game set. You certainly watch guys really put it all together and post good scores in qualifying, but you find them losing the match and you go, oh my God, this guy, he bowled his tail off, and unfortunately, he's packing walking out the door. Or you watch the guy that gets fortunate to get through a couple of sets, he's still in a winner's bracket. And then he puts it together for a decent set and finds himself on the show. Change the scenario for a split second, the Tournament of Champions. Everybody knows that that is the best of the best. And you're only gonna win that event by really ousting all the greatest players in the world for one solid week. When you come to the Masters, you have to get your way through the cracks, if you want to say, and stand up when you need to stand up. You find a lot of ups and downs with this event, but it's a unique event that really everybody knows that going in. I did not have a major up until I won the Masters. And at that moment in time, I had 8 different second place finishes in major events. I've had the fortunate pleasure of bowling for the title twice here at the Masters before eventually winning. I actually bowled 300 in the semifinal match.
History-making shot. There's only been 11 perfect games on national television. Parker going for the 12th.
That's right, an even dozen. If Parker bowled the third, he'll kick this strike off.
Gotta hurry. He's got a 300.
Maybe that was a little bit of the downfall when I went to start the title match, because I did start 4-6, 4-6.
Heart rate was probably going pretty fast for a while. We'll see how he handles his first shot of the final match. And my gosh, look at that.
Rallied back, got back into contention. Mike, unfortunately, would leave a 6-7 split.
Needs to get the ball to the right-hand side of that 6-pin. Slide it over into the 7. Does he cut it enough? Look at that, folks. There's the championship.
Mike would win his 3rd Masters, and unfortunately, I walked away the coveted 2nd place champion again. The second event was against Brian Boghosian.
2 strikes, and Parker Bohn III will win it. Not only his first major title, his 20th career, as you said, Marshall, and for him, that is a very important milestone.
I needed a strike to win. Unfortunately, I came up a little bit short, leaving a bucket, and I think my eventual score was somewhere in the neighborhood of 240 to 240, but I was a couple pins short. If I add them all up, I look at it: 2 seconds at the Masters, 4 seconds at the Touring Players Championship, 1 second at the US Open, 1 second at the Tournament of Champions, all in the 1990s. So I finally stand tall and win the Masters, and I'm gonna say it this way: I got a major. It just took 9 times to get there.
Well, it's not, he needs 5 pins to win. We're sort of making it a formality, and it is a formality. A solid 9 for himself. Gene Bohn, very, very happy. Leslie Beamish, ecstatic. Parker Bohn, satisfied with a job well done. And Parker Bohn's name will go among the list. Walby, Anthony, some of the great names in the history of bowling.
The greats that have actually stood tall and gone through all of those intricacies out on the lanes and walked away with the coveted check and trophy. To enshrine and put my name on that board with those great players, kind of get chills thinking about it. And it was almost 25 years ago now. Jeez, man, I'll tell you what, that means I'm getting old.